where we are. Where are we?
Jolley Beach.
Jolley Beach, right.
Jolley Beach, Antigua.
Mike and Katie's honest review of the Jolley Beach, Antigua. Well, let's start at the beginning.
We loved it.
We loved it. That's a spoiler alert, that is, isn't it? That's a bit of a spoiler alert if there was one. Let's wait till the end to find out if we truly loved it. But let's start off at the very beginning then. The flight. What about the flight? So the Virgin experience at Heathrow Terminal 3 was fantastic. It was the best. I think that's the best airport experience I've ever had. Straight through check-in, straight through security. What time was it? What time was the flight? It was fair. It was
8:30.
Yeah, I mean it was.
We thought we missed the flight because we got there. Everyone was already on the plane.
Everybody already there. So we checked in. Plenty of time. We'd stayed the previous evening at Heathrow. I could have stayed there actually. The Renaissance on the A4 Bath Road. For an av geek, it's brilliant. I got a runway view, so I could have stayed there, but glad I came in the end. So yeah, we park the car there. We take the keys with us. It's not a hotel park kind of thing. You just park at the hotel. We're going to get it back tomorrow. Check-in, fantastic, as I said, and through security. Very easily, even at that time of the morning, very easily, and as Katie said, we got to the gate and we just boarded the aircraft straight away. No waiting around in pens like you usually do. So the flight itself then, it's 8 hours, and I think it was 8 hours and 24 minutes on the way here. So fantastic flight, Virgin A330, a brilliant aircraft, brilliant experience.
They actually overfed us.
They did.
Had too much food.
Too much food. We were in Economy Delight. There's the top tip number one then. If you're thinking of coming to Jolley Beach, or you're thinking of coming to Antigua, top tip number one is book the Economy Delight seats. So you get the two seats by the windows, and I think there's a little bit more legroom. I didn't know that's a fact, but it felt so much better. So treat yourself to Economy Delight. We are kicking ourselves because we're just about to leave tomorrow to come back, and we didn't book Economy Delight for the return journey, and we paid or we bid to upgrade, and they turned us down. So yeah, I don't know, Virgin, that's the only disappointing bit. We got turned down for an upgrade even though we'd bid 90 quid. 90 quid each, that's 180 quid. So anyway, the transfer from the hotel, from the airport to the hotel when we arrived in Antigua was efficient. I don't know, about a 20-minute journey, quite an interesting journey. So let's get on to the hotel itself then. Jolley Beach, interesting place. Read the reviews, and like us, you'll be maybe a little bit put off. We came with quite low expectations. There are some pretty critical reviews on there, citing all sorts of things. Now, there's no getting away from it that the hotel is dated, but it's got an interesting history. I think it was built in around about 1979, and evidently it had an upgrade around about 2000, and it shows its age. It is showing its age, most definitely. However, it's got everything that we needed. Hopefully you'll see a clip of the room in a second. Very basic, but it's got air conditioning and it's got a television, and it was clean and tidy, and it did us superbly. I think all the rooms are sea view, to be fair. I think you can buy a cheaper room, but I think all the were they called superior rooms?
Super Saver.
Super Savers,
they're the cheapest.
Don't go for a Super Saver because you probably won't.
We upgraded to the standard. Yeah. Now the standard doesn't have a fridge or a kettle, but you can get the stuff down at reception. If you want a cup of tea in your room, you can take it back to your room.
How does that feel for how does that feel for the Brits then? No kettle. Yeah. I mean, come on.
Luckily we weren't too far away from the coffee shop.
There is a coffee shop. It's not really a coffee shop, it's just a bar where you can sort of pick up hot water and some tea bags and whatever.
Only basic tea and coffee.
Only basic.
No iced coffees, no cappuccinos, just your basic tea and coffee and water.
Yeah. So it is limited. It is fairly limited. No fridge either. Water.
You get those things in the superior room. You can upgrade to the superior, and you will get those.
Now the water, we were told the water is drinkable. They claim they filter the water. And they claim that the stuff you drink in the bar is from the ice machines that have got very cold water in them, is exactly the same stuff that comes out of the taps. I still don't trust the taps, I've got to be honest, and we didn't drink tap water. I think it's wise not to drink tap water abroad. So yeah, rooms very basic but functional. Air conditioning worked fine, and we came in April, and the temperature at night was actually, you know, we ended up switching the air conditioning off on some occasions. It was lovely. The weather, I suppose that's the first thing people ask about a location, isn't it? The weather. So we came mid-April and it was perfect. Not blue sky, wall-to-wall sunshine. You wouldn't cope with that. I wouldn't have coped with that. There's a nice breeze. There's a beautiful breeze that blows, keeps everybody cool. And we've had some cloud, and bizarrely we've had some rain. So the rain is unbelievable, but it only lasts for a couple of minutes, and a cloud will come over. Sometimes you don't even see the cloud. This afternoon we sat there and it blue sky, and all of a sudden it started raining. Where on earth did it come from? We don't know, but it soon passes. And when the sun does come out, obviously it's a Caribbean, it's hot, it's beautiful. The beach, you'll have seen plenty of shots of the beach. It just stunning. The location is everything here. It is location. So it's obviously west facing beach, and it is the sunsets. I coined it at around about 5 o'clock. It sunsets quite early. You know, in the UK, mid-April was sunsetting about 8:30, 8:45, maybe even a little bit later than that by the time we get back. It's 6:20 here, and when the sun goes down, it goes down. It just literally disappears past the horizon. But the sunsets are just absolutely amazing. If it's worth coming to Antigua, it's worth coming just to see that sunset. It's unbelievable. So great sunsets. Beach. It talks for itself. It is rated to be. There are 365 beaches apparently in Antigua, and it is rated to be one of the best, if not the best. It is a mile from end to end, and we've just walked some of that now, as you can see from behind, and it goes around in a curve. So what about the hotel complex itself then? The swimming pools. There's two swimming pools. One is a what they call the quiet pool. Yeah. And it was quiet, wasn't it? We kind of got on all right there. We didn't have any issues there at all.
No, there's no music playing there. It's very chilled. Very chilled
vibes. And then there is of course there is the more lively pool. Although it was only lively on one day, and that was Sunday. They do have occasional local
day
passes available for the locals. So it was quite loud, quite noisy last Sunday, but it's been quiet even in the busy pool. It's been quiet. There's the grill there, and we found that was it's okay, wouldn't it?
Oh, their coleslaw was just very nice food. Yeah, basic food in you know, both restaurants, but very nice food whatever they make you.
What the other way? Yeah, so basic food from the grill, but it was okay. The pool itself looks lovely. It does look lovely, but, and this is not a slight on this hotel, I would do it in any hotel with a swim up bar. I'm always suspicious of swim up bars, because not helped by the fact that the public conveniences around the pool, the public areas, the public toilets are quite a walk, and there's only 2 of them, quite a walk from that pool. So you know what's coming next. You can guess what the vast majority of people do in the swim up bar. So they're there consuming alcohol all day, and of course they don't want to walk to the toilet. So
we just worry hygiene.
Yeah.
If people just had their beef burgers from the grill and then straight into the pool. We're not saying, you know, the people here that are unhygienic. We just a little bit worried about that.
Skeptical.
Yeah.
So I didn't go in it. We didn't go in it at all. We went in the quiet pool. It's very nice. The pool itself is very nice. You'll see some of the shots of that. Absolutely beautiful. The food. Let's get on to the food itself then. So from the restaurant, it's of course a buffet.
One restaurant, breakfast, lunch and dinner, or you can go to the Coconut Grill, which you can wait up to 45 minutes to get a burger. It's quite busy. There is a pizza factory restaurant, but you do have to queue up from 6:30 in the morning on the same day. Wait at least an hour to get a reservation that night, and you could be waiting up to an hour and you still get there and find out you've not got the time that you want.
Yeah, I mean, but unbelievably, people do it. People are there at 6:30 in the morning, queuing. It opens at 7:30 for the bookings, and she doesn't open it until exactly 7:30.
But it's a very good social queue. You get to chat to a lot of interesting people while you stood there waiting.
People here, a lot of Americans and Canadians. And the Canadians always seem to be impressed with me, because I can tell the difference between Canadians and Americans. It's the way they pronounce their O's, and that really does please the Canadians. I don't know why.
Everybody drinks their beer out of a Yeti cup.
Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, so a smattering of Brits as well, of course, and the people. I'd say
friendly.
Very friendly, incredibly friendly.
Has just been so friendly.
People, you know, we've read reviews where people have said that the staff are rude, but they're not. They're just they are quite forthright. They're quite straight talking.
We like that though.
But yeah, they're lovely. They're really friendly people, and yeah, we did have no complaints about that at all. So the food in the buffet, a little bit chaotic at times. Maybe a little bit lacking in choice, but actually
themed nights like most places.
Yeah.
Funny enough, my favourite night was the Asian food. They cooked that just amazingly.
They did, and the food is amazing. It surpasses everything you can think of. But you know, your expectations are so easily beaten by the food. It was amazing. So let's. What else have we got to chat about? What else have we got to talk about? Let's get a little bit further up the beach while we get this last bit of sunset coming in. What else have we got to talk about?
Oh, the cookies were my favourite. Make sure you get a cookie.
And yeah, I think that's about it, isn't it? We've taken everything.
Oh, there is a mangrove restaurant. It used to be part of the hotel. That's at the other end of the beach, but you have to pay extra for that. That's not included anymore in the hotel.
But we ate there, and it was worthwhile,
really
wasn't
nice.
it?
Yeah, it wasn't too expensive. $25 US. We had 2 cocktails and tacos and fries. I thought it was quite reasonable.
Yeah, currency. There is a local currency, but everybody talks in US dollars, and it's much easier to know what you're doing with US dollars. We actually went to. There is just behind Jolley Beach is Jolley Harbour. They're redeveloping it at the moment, but a wonderful collection of yachts and boats and whatever.
We'll take you there.
You can have a look tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah, so that's Jolley Harbour. We had a very nice meal there. Now, there's nothing wrong with the hotel food, really isn't. It was beautiful, but you know, we were here for 9 nights, so
It's just nice to mix
fancied
it up
a bit of a change. So I can't remember the name of the restaurant now, but we went to a restaurant in Jolley Harbour itself, and it was unbelievable. You had the lobster, didn't you?
Yes, very nice
don't eat
food.
fish.
We were a little bit shocked at the bill, but to be fair, we did choose an expensive meal, so
yeah,
we had a couple of cocktails.
Can't tell you about excursions because we didn't do any. We decided not to. The beach is just so lovely. You've not, you know, we think, well, we're not going to get a chance.
We just needed to relax this holiday, but people say the tours are amazing. You get to do snorkeling and whatnot. There is a desk here where you can come and ask about tours.
Okay, well, let's just have another look at that sunset. So, as we were talking about US dollars, the $64,000 question to anybody watching this, of course, we're talking as Brits here, anybody watching this from UK or anywhere indeed around the world who wants to come or who's thinking to come into Jolley Harbour, don't be put off by the reviews. We were very, very nearly put off by the reviews. Come with reasonable expectations. As
it
we've
is
said,
a 3-star hotel, but it is apparently the cheapest in the area and very good value for money because the beach just outweighs any negative. Like, I feel like I've seen heaven. The beach is just, that's why we didn't want to do any tours. We just wanted to really enjoy that beach. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Ignore the reviews. Ignore the fact that the hotel is a little bit jagged around the edges now. Could do with a bit of a revamp. But as Katie said, it is only 3-star. The food is amazing, the people are friendly, and as Katie says, the beach is incredible. I'd have slept in a tent to see this to see this beach. So the $64,000 question: would we recommend Jolley Beach?
Yeah.
Absolutely,
and if we're fortunate
100%.
enough to be able to enjoy this holiday again in the future, I'd like to think we would come back. We've just had such a great time. It's just
Brilliant.
Obviously people have different expectations, but our experience was, and it was my 40th birthday.
I'm a little bit older than that.
But we did enjoy it. It was great. Thank you,
enjoy
Jolley
it.
Beach.
Thank you, Jolley Beach. Been great. It's a video.
Hey,
So you've got to get used to talking to camera. How are you going to do that?
we've had a lovely holiday
It's been perfect.
and I'm now 40.
Mm.